Hi everyone, good beautiful Sunday, and we're here again at the HR Cafe, Usapang Buhay, Trabaho at iba pa. And this is a beautiful Sunday, and it's Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers that are watching us. And I will be joined today by none other than Michelle Morales, our VP for Internal of the Philippine HR Group, who will be my co-host for today. Michelle, what is our uh, let me just share to everyone. I think I'm not yet sharing my screen. Let me just share to everyone um, what we'll be discussing for today. Give me a sec. Michelle, can you see my screen?
Not yet, sir, da. Maybe it's still loading.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's wait for a few seconds.
Okay. So how are you, Michelle? How's everything?
I'm good, sir, da. Actually, we are still on a work from home arrangement. And this past few weeks, medyo naging busy rin sa other gigs aside from work. So every weekend may mga may mga Saturday gigs ako naman na ginagawa. How about
It's
you,
good.
sir, da?
It's good. We're being productive. So same here. My current company, we're still at work from home, but about 60% of our workforce are already working on site.
Yeah.
So it's been more than 80 days of lockdown for NCR, and we're still, of course, trying our best to be productive in this time of pandemic. That's why it's very our topic for today is very in line to what's happening right now, right? So Michelle, are you seeing my screen?
It's not yet flashing on the screen, sir, da.
Okay, let me just check why it's not flashing. Okay, can you see it now?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So again, everyone, this is the fifth episode of the HR Cafe, Trabaho, Buhay at iba pa. And we are airing every Sunday at 3 p.m. And the Trabaho, or the HR Cafe, Trabaho, Buhay at iba pa is an online virtual talk show. So Michelle, can you tell our viewers and listeners what is the HR Cafe as they enter the HR Cafe and watch our program? What is the purpose of our program?
Sure, sir. So again, welcome everyone for in our HR cafe, and thank you for spending your Sunday with us. Okay, so the purpose of HR cafe of the HR cafe is first to provide timely news and updates. So if there are newly released advisory from the DOLE, from the government agencies related to HR, we are announcing it here in HR Cafe. Second is to impart knowledge and experience that are value adding and beneficial. So it's where we are inviting guest speakers to share their experiences, share their stories, to inspire you guys. Okay, and then third is to discuss problems, issues, challenges, and provide answers and resolutions with our guest speaker. Fourth is to discuss new technology, tools and processes as well as industry best practices so that all of us, lahat tayo up to date no, sa mga latest technology or tools. Fifth is to virtual job boards and or job related announcements. So if you have job advertisement, you can actually, tap Sir Darwin so that we would be able to announce your job advertisements if may mga hiring kayo dyan. Sixth is to bridge understanding between employers and employees. So this is not only for the employees but also for the employers para talaga nagkakaroon tayo ng ng same understanding, especially I guess for the advisories that are being released. And then lastly is to provide inspiration and motivation, just like our topic for today, sir.
Okay, thank you very much, Michelle. So let us introduce our servers for our program or our program host. Again, my name is Coach Darwin Rivers. I am the founder and president of the Philippines HR Group. I'm a certified life coach, public speaker, and motivational speaker, and also an HR consultant. I've been in HR for about 20 years. Part of our program is Mentor John Bernard Ordonez Kaasi, who's unfortunately is not able to join us today. He is an educator and learning and development practitioner. He's also a radio broadcaster and creator of Unboxing Catholicism podcast at FB Live. Neil Lumakad, who's also not able to join us for today. I believe they are celebrating Father's Day with his family. Neil Lumakad is a learning and development practitioner for over 20 years. He is the Vice President External for the Philippines HR Group and the Head for Talent Development of Employee Engagement of SGS Gulf Limited ROHQ Philippines. And of course, my co-host for today, Miss Michelle Morales. Michelle has over 13 years of HR experience. She's currently the Vice President Internal of the Philippines HR Group. She's the HR Manager of EUNA Philippines Incorporated and the co-founder of Leading with Success. Hi, Michelle. So we're all set. So as you know, before we start our program, we started with a wow quote for the week. And the wow quote for the week, or words of wisdom for the week, is coming from no other than one of the great heroes of the century, Mr. Nelson Mandela. According to Nelson Mandela, there is no passion to be found playing small in settling for a life that is less than the one you are capable of living. Now, my understanding for this quote is that it's really more of how you think of yourself. It's really how you see yourself. If see yourself as someone who has limitations, if you see yourself as someone who is unable to grow, who's unable to prosper, then that will be the life that you will be living. But if you are seeing yourself as someone that is continuously growing, continuously learning, and continuously reaching for whatever maximum potential you have in life, then you will have a life worth living. That's my understanding of this quote from Nelson Mandela. How about you, Michelle?
Thank you, sir. Da. So for me, my understanding is that there is no size when it comes to passion. Okay, just like what you've said, no matter how small it is, but as long as you want to do this, you want to pursue that passion, then go for it. And
Agree.
yes, and as long as you have these, goals na ikaw lang rin naman yung makakaalam because you know that that goal would create a new version of you, a new good version of you. So there is no size when it comes to passion.
Agree. And just to add, no, Michelle, di ba, napakarami sa atin ang kaya napanghihinaan ng loob or hindi kayang abutin ng mga pangarap kasi meron mga certain factors na pumipigil sa atin para maabot natin yung full potential natin or maabot natin kung ano man yung gusto natin. Minsan, ang sarili nating pamilya, minsan ang mga kaibigan natin, or yung environment kung saan tayo lumaki. Pero again, our success is always up to us. It's always a choice, right?
Yes, correct, sir. Da. I very much agree to that. And ikaw lang rin kasi yung gagawa ng roadmap mo, ng life roadmap mo. So, yung passion mo could be small for now, pero as you go on with your roadmap, then palaki na yan ng palaki.
Agree. Now, we have a very interesting topic for today, and of course, a very special guest. Let me introduce to you first our very special guest. Our guest for today is none other than Miss Penny Sicanco Bongato. Miss Penny Bongato is a certified Canfield trainer. She's actually the very first Filipino to be a certified Canfield trainer. She's a professional coach, an ICF member, and a book author. And as I know, she has authored three renowned books which will actually be the topic of us today. And just to share with you guys, Miss Penny is also one of our senior mentors at the Philippines HR Group. She's also known to be the mother of HR in the BPO IT industry, and she's very much respected and renowned across not only here in the Philippines but across Asia Pacific and in the US. The topic for today that Miss Penny will be discussing with us is about a forward shift, and that would be managing your life in the times of crisis. Now, Michelle, before we introduce Miss Penny, can you give us a brief background on what her topic would be?
Okay, so forward shift, managing your life in the time of pandemic. It is a guidance from mentors and coaches across the world, including Jack Canfield, the author of Chicken Soup for the Soul, and our very own brother Bo Sanchez, the best-selling author, preacher,
Naka-on na.
and li- founder of Light of Jesus Family. So learnings from coaches and mentors from the Philippines, Malaysia, Singapore, Hong Kong, Australia, Russia, US, Canada, Italy, Spain, Norway, Netherlands, Denmark, so ang dami no, South Africa, and many more. So how do you live your life now moving forward? So basically, that's the focus of the topic.
So basically, these are treasures of knowledge that Miss Penny has with her discussions with renowned book authors, renowned speakers across the globe. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are very much happy and proud that she has accepted the invitation for today. We would like to welcome Miss Penny Bongato. Hi, Ma'am Penny.
Hi, Darwin. Hi, Michelle. Can you hear me well?
Yes,
Yeah.
Miss Penny.
Okay, so I'm using my contraptions now. I have a mic, I have dual screen, so trying to be techie, which I am trying to be techie. Anyway, thank you for inviting me this afternoon. Happy Father's Day for the fathers who are with us today. And for the wannabe fathers, happy soon to be fathers. And it's always a pleasure to be here at PHRG. So thank you very much for inviting me. Many of us have asked ourselves, what do we do now? Yep. Michelle, you said 60%. How many percent of your employees are back to normal? Back to
That's
the
me, boss.
office?
It's
Ah, it's
60% of
you
our employees are back to normal, working on site.
working on site. Okay, it's a BPO, right?
Yes, yes, boss, for both
Okay,
sides.
it's for both sides. Michelle, what about you?
Currently, Ma'am Penny, we are still on a work from home arrangement.
So it's all different for all of us. Some are working from home, some are working on site. Some have said that in the BPO industry is growing. There's some naman that they're saying that the BPO industry is downsizing. So it's confusing. It's really confusing. But we know for a fact that there are lots of factors that are affecting this this pandemic, this where our situation now. And the question is, how what do we do when everything is uncertain? So I've been in that position myself. Yeah, I teach in college, and I just read an email from our HR on voluntary retirement program. So they are encouraging people to avail of of early retirement. It's very sad because the school is has been in the country for 25 years. It's part of the LaSalle system. But there's nothing we can do. Not many students are enrolling, and not many parents want to teach their children from home. Mga tamad na parents nang ayaw magturo ng mga bata, no? So what do we do now? How do we manage our life in this time of pandemic? So thank you once again for inviting me, and let me share my screen. So I am using this thing for the first time. Um, Share screen. Which screen do I share? I wonder. Okay. I hope this works. So can you see one slide?
Yes,
Yes.
boss.
Okay. So I can see two slides here in my laptop. I can see the other slide here, so I have to move it a little bit. So just to make sure that I'm seeing the same thing. So how do you manage your life in the time of a pandemic? At the time of a pandemic, and many of us, marami akong nagsabi sa akin, I have so many conference calls. Marami nagsabi sa akin, hindi ako lalabas hanggang hindi magkaroon ng vaccine. And for us who are more aged and have more wisdom, they have been telling us not to go out of our houses. So what do we do? What do we really do? So a little about myself. I know you introduced me already. So I'm a professional coach. I know that Coach Darwin is a certified life coach. I'm a member of the ICF, the International Coaches Federation, and moving towards my accreditation to be an associate certified coach. I am like Darwin, I'm a motivational speaker. I'm a Canfield certified trainer. And Canfield is also pivoting towards online training. So we're all pivoting towards online training. So I wrote 3 books already. What's written here is just the first book, and we'll discuss that as well. So career shift, follow your passion, especially now that people have been locked down in their homes. Not naman lockdown, you stay at home, you work from your home, and you may have spare time. So what do you do? Now, I'm also a success coach and trainer, and a life coach, an executive coach. I just got my certification to be a leadership coach using the Barrett Values Assessment. Na walang tigil na pag-aaral, no? And I am a trustee of PMAP. And on the other side, my previous work, I used to work in the BPO industry. I was with Convergys, employee number one, first employee in the country. Uh, and I moved to a lot of different careers. And as you can see at the bottom of the second row, I am an engineer by education. So I finished 2 engineering degrees, Bachelor of Science in Chemical Engineering and Bachelor of Science in Industrial Management Engineering. Somewhere along the line, I moved to different fields, professions. I became customer service, not in the BPO, but in a company. I moved to business analysis. I moved to IT. I became IT manager. I moved to logistics. I became warehouse manager. And not my choice. They moved me. I didn't have much choice to choose. They said, "Oh, you'll be better off in this position." Sunod naman ako because I know that it will make me whole-rounded and make me understand the business more. So it was a really a great experience to understand the complete side of the business. The only side of the business that I didn't learn was sales and finance, and I don't like selling and I don't like finance. So it was good that I was moved to HR. I can't forget the time that they moved me to HR. It was a Saturday when we were having our succession planning, and they were asking succession planning training, and they were asking me, what role do you want next? What role in the organization? And this organization is called Kodak. Wala na yun. And they asked me, what role do you want in your next job? I said, HR na lang siguro kasi wala nang iba. The following Monday, I was moved to HR manager with no HR experience. The only HR experience I had was being an employee. So what did I do? Like many of you, wala pang online nun, like many of you, I looked for HR mentors. I looked for organizations that can help me learn HR. And that's where I met PMAP. At least now you have HR PHRG, you have other organizations as well. You have SHRM, you have HCI, you have your CHRP, CIHR, whatever those acronyms are. And you have lots of ways to learn HR. At that time, it was only PMAP. And I'm very grateful to PMAP for teaching me the ropes of HR. I fell in love with HR and I've been in HR for a long, long time until I moved to the Association of BPOs, where I learned that giving jobs to a lot of Filipinos is okay in the BPO industry, but it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough to just give them jobs. What struck me most was, what do they make of their lives when they find jobs? Do they even save money? Do they even have money now if they get redundated? Did they save enough money? Did they protect themselves from this kind of pandemic? Did they get insurance? Did they get investment? Did they use their money well? And that is what my life purpose has been, is to be able to help Filipinos be the best version of themselves. So let's have a mood check. So how do you feel today? So I know we have a chat box. We have a chat box, right, Michelle?
Yes, yes, boss. We're seeing the different emoticons here on our
Yeah.
screen.
So you have a chat box there in StreamYard. I think that's the platform that we're using. Please chat. Please type. You don't have to do the emoticons. Please type. How do you feel today? Excited because it's Father's Day, or are you sleepy because it's 3 o'clock in the morning, or are you anxious because it's a Monday again today? We do say pag Friday TGIF, pag Monday OHIM. What is OHIM? Oh hell, it's Monday. So how do you feel today? Are you excited? Are you eager? Are you anxious? Are you tired? Are you sleepy? Just type. How do you feel today? Okay? Are you seeing some of the chats?
Yes, boss.
Ah,
Actually, there's a lot of people who are saying hi to you. We have Pam Hirang, we have Tenshi San, Lani Santos, Cipriano Caro, Angelic Dohelo. We have a lot of people saying hello to you, Miss Penny, and they're saying that they too learned the same way that you started your career in HR, and uh, some here are saying that they are grateful, they are excited, they are fortunate to be part of our discussion for today.
okay, thank you. I will make a shameless plug. Are we live on Facebook?
Yes, we are live, Miss Penny. We are live at our Philippines HR Group FB page, and we are being, of course, we are being viewed by all of our members of PHRG.
Hindi, kasi hinahanap ko, gusto kong itag yung sarili ko. Hindi ko lang mahanap. Anyway, so what what now, given the time of the pandemic? What now do we do? Many of us, as you mentioned, some of us are working from home, some of us are going to work, and some of us who are going to work are feeling anxious that you are now going to work, feeling anxious that you are now going to work because you don't know what tomorrow will bring. You don't know how safe you are when you go out, no? And it's normal to feel anxious. It's normal to want to stay home. But some people naman who are already at home, sometimes they get bored, so bored at home. Now, what do you do when you get bored? Oh, I had a lot of students in my previous term, and when I had a Zoom call with them, how are you? Was my first question, as always. And they say, Miss Penny, I'm bored. The other person naman said, Miss Penny, all I did was really exercise. And I had one student who was lying down in bed. Hindi man lang nagbihis, hindi man lang walang sando, nakahiga talaga. So, how are you coping in this time of the pandemic? Or are you doing a lot of this? Again, have you watched Crash Landing on You? Have you watched Sniper? Ako panood ko lang eh. Have you watched John Wick? Or is it all telenovela, Korean telenovela? So do you spend your time that you have in between the work that you do watching Netflix? Or for some people, because your commute time has been limited or erased altogether, do you spend it to learn? What did you do? What are you doing with your time? And we are calling this forward shifting because this thing will never happen again in our lifetime. We're hoping, knock on wood, that this will never happen again in our lifetime. So let me share with you what I did. I did feel anxious. I did feel what's happening. When they announced the ECQ or the lockdown, it was March 14 yata or March 13, and they said March 15 is the beginning of the ECQ. I was in a staycation. My goal for the year was staycation every month. January, where we were in Boracay. February, I had a speaking engagement in Panglao. March, we were in Lucid because I had a complimentary overnight stay in Lucid. That was March 15 to 16. So it was so far from my mind that this would happen. And when it did happen, I said, so what do I do? All my speaking engagements were canceled. I still have a lot of coaching that would tide me over, but my speaking engagements were what I was hoping for. And I had speaking engagements that I've had in the past wherein payment was 90 days. I spoke in November and payment was in May. So what was I going to do? Fortunately, I learned to save. Over the years, I've learned to save, and I was very, very, very conscious of forward. What will I do moving forward? Some of you may have known that my husband was diagnosed with two kinds of cancer, prostate and colon. And he's a cancer survivor. And at that time, we were saying, where will we get the money? And every time he would say, wala na tayong pera, wala na tayong pera. Ay, naku, I get mad at that. I always say, marami tayong pera. Because the more you say abundance in your life, the more money will come to you with ease and grace. Pag sinabi mong wala kang pera, wala ka talagang pera. Pag sinabi mong dadating ang pera, dadating ang pera. Because your thoughts become reality. So what did I do? I wanted to talk to positive people. I want to talk to people who I know I will learn from. And I have so many friends because I am with a Canfield group. And Jack Canfield, as you know, has a lot of trainings every year. And the people who attend the Canfield live training are from many countries in the world. So I started to talk to this guy. His name is Marco Aguilar. He is my batchmate in Train the Trainer, and I spoke with him. So that's my bedroom, in fact. And Marco is a professional speaker. He's from Mexico, and he just even told me that there is an e-learning virtual certification. Meron palang ganun, no? To be certified on e-learning training. Sabi ko, I will take that. Magastos na naman. Wait lang. Ay pag-aaralan ko muna kung ano ang pagkakagastusan ko during this pandemic given that funds are limited. So I spoke with Marco, and then I spoke with Binky. Some of you may know Binky Kilaiko. Binky Kilaiko is the former managing director of Lee Heck Harrison. He was in my first book as well, Career Shift, Follow Your Passion. Binky lost his job 5 times. What does that mean? He got redundated 5 times. 5 times in his lifetime. 5 times siyang binigyan ng redundancy paper. And his redundancy paper is not just an ordinary paper. Expat pa siya at that in Switzerland, in Singapore, in different countries. And when he came home, wala na siyang trabaho. So I was asking him, what do you advise people who lose their jobs? What now? What can they do? I learned so much from him. I learned so much from the conversations that we had. One person that I also tried to interview, I emailed this guy and I said, pare ko, hindi siya. But a week after, he said yes. And when I sent him an email, in-email ko siya, sabi ko, pwede bang 15 minutes conversation lang kahit na, kasi alam ko busy ka. And he emailed me back and sabi niya, can we do it for 20 minutes? And that is Jack Canfield. Jack Canfield, my mentor, America's #1 success coach, author of Chicken Soup for the Soul, he said yes. So before the recording, before we started recording, on this was on Zoom, and he was asking me, "Will you go Facebook Live or will you go YouTube Live?" I said, "Hindi kasi ninenervous ako, baka mag-tumble-tumble ako doon sa sasabihin ko, no?" Sabi niya, "That's okay." So when I interviewed him, before I interviewed him, I said, "You know, Jack, I didn't think you'd say yes." And you know what he said? He told me, if you thought I'd say no, why did you even ask?" Napakamot tuloy ako ng ulo. Oo nga no. Bakit nga pala ako nagtatanong kung ang iniisip kong sasagutin niya, eh hindi. So it was such a wonderful, deep conversation. And what he told me was this. Remember when we were kids, yung mga nakakatanda, hindi, kayong mga bata, hindi, you may not have experienced this. Well, I'm sure you experienced this as well. When we were kids, when we did something bad, our parents said, "Go to your room and think about what you did wrong." And now the whole world was made to go back to our rooms because of this pandemic. And this is our chance to reflect. This is our chance to think about ano nga ba ang gusto kong gawin. Now, the next guy I interviewed, there were many guys after Jack. The next guy I interviewed, I sent him an email at 10:30 at night. At night, 11 o'clock he responded. Gising pa ako. Sabi niya, "Sige Penny, interview me Tuesday at 1:30 in the afternoon." Eh Monday night na yun. So sabi ko sa kanya, "Tuesday next week ba at 1:30? Sumagot kagad. Sabi niya, "Hindi, bukas." Ay, nataranta ako because that was Brother Bo. And Brother Bo also said yes to me. So at that time when we were doing this, this was maybe mga March 25 to April 15, April 30. Everybody was saying yes, di ba? Free webinars, free, almost everything was free. And I remember what Brother Bo told me. And among all the people I interviewed, medyo kinabahan ako kay Brother Bo kasi hindi ako masyadong spiritual. And I pray, I hear Mass every day, but I'm not as spiritual as Brother Bo. And Brother Bo said, "Treat of this as a retreat, as a spiritual retreat. Now is the time to meditate. Now is the time to reflect." So I was fortunate to talk to so many people all over the world. Siyempre, from the Philippines. From Bryce from Pangasinan. He used to be from Baguio. I call a conversation with friends. These are my friends. From Jensen, from Baguio, Pavel from Russia, Mia, who formerly was from Aboitiz, who lived in Cebu. She's now a student in Madrid. Kasi I wanted to find out kamusta na sila over there. Diba, in Madrid, in Spain, worst case yun. I spoke with somebody from Canada, many people from Canada. I spoke with Al from Paris, knowing also that France was badly hit. Spoke with somebody from Switzerland. Barbara was my former spiritual coach back in 2010. So we had a spiritual coach. And my partner, my accountability partner from Denmark, and Zihan Lee from Singapore. Surprisingly, what I want to tell you about Zihan Lee is he put up a business in the Philippines, in Bago, Negros. That's why he called his company Bagosphere. So he put up a company, a social enterprise in the Philippines. And he's a Singaporean. Why does it take a Singaporean to put up a business in the Philippines to help the Filipinos? Napakamot ako bakit sila ang pumupunta dito para tulungan tayo? Bakit ang mentality natin, pwede na yan, pagtiyagaan na natin? So I spoke with Rebecca Jennings as well, Bex, of Australia, and many other people, about 33 of them. And then on my 20th conversation, I realized Ang rich ng conversations that I had with them. Ang dami kong natutunan. So I put them all in YouTube. So I have a YouTube channel, but not many people watch. Not many people have the tiyaga to watch a 15-20 minute video, sometimes 30-minute video. Even a 14-minute video of Brother Bo, hindi pa nila natatapos. Sabi ko, I might as well put it in a book. So I came out with a book entitled Forward Shift, Managing Your Life in the time of a pandemic, in the time of crisis. And it is conversations with mentors and coaches all across the world. And this ebook is free. And as you can see, ang ganda ng design, no? And people ask me, what did you do? Is it an ebook that you designed yourself? Did you just put it in Word and then convert it to PDF? No. I tell you, I had an editor, I had a great graphics layout artist. I paid for this ebook to make it nice. And I'm giving it away for free. And people are saying, why are you giving it away for free? Because now is the time to give. And the Bible did say, give and you shall receive. The more you give, the more blessings come your way. So I'm giving this ebook for free, and you can get it from Darwin and Michelle for those who are interested. You just have to read it online because there are hyperlinks to the conversation. If you don't know who Jack Canfield is, there's a hyperlink to his website. There are hyperlinks to their LinkedIn profile so that you can see who these people are. So just sharing with you my learnings from these conversations. Treat this as a lockdown. We are not in a lockdown anymore. Our doors have been opened, but not many people still go out. I tell you, I've been out once. Last Saturday, I was in Cash and Carry because I live near there. But during the time that the 3 months that I've been here, it was a retreat. It was like I was sent back to my room and being asked to reflect, what do I really want? And I'm not the type to do household chores. I'm not the type. People know me. I work. I'm the breadwinner of the family. I'm not the type to do household chores. But I learned not to cook. I learned to clean the bathroom, to clean the poop of the dogs and the cats because we have plenty of cats. I learned to clean my room. I learned a lot of things. And I don't complain because nothing will happen if you complain. Sinong gagawa? Ikaw din. So might as well do it smiling. If you complain, sinira mo lang ang araw mo. So don't complain. Acknowledge the feeling. It's okay not to be okay. 3 days ago, I was so mad. I was not okay. And I had to talk to my friend and ask my friend. I tell my friend I'm not okay. So we started talking, and after a while, we were laughing already. So acknowledge the feeling that it's not okay. You're not okay, but don't get stuck in the feeling of not okay because that may cause you mental health issues. Have goals. Ito ang pinakamahirap sa lahat. Ang tanong ko kay Jack, how can we even set goals? How can we even set goals when we don't know what tomorrow will be? I was talking to my partners in business and we were setting 3-year goals. How can you even set 3-year goals when you don't know if in 3 months we'll be back to, going back to the office? And Jack said the first goal that you will have to set is to survive, to live. Oo nga no. Oo nga no. My goal was it has always been to live up to 95 years old. maybe 100, because I want to touch 100,000 Filipino lives. 100,000 today, a million tomorrow. So I have goals. I have many goals. Also, don't compare yourself with others. Bakit siya merong ganito? Bakit ako wala? Bakit siya nakakalabas? Bakit ako hindi? Bakit sila may ayuda? Ako wala? Stop comparing yourself with others. And remember, we don't live in a first world country. My friends in the US, they get $600 a week unemployment. A week, $600 a week unemployment. What do we get? Isang kilong bigas, dalawang delata. So, syempre, complain tayo. Bakit tayo ganyan? Tapos sila ganon. Eh, iba naman ang bansa natin sa bansa nila. And we might say other things, but stop comparing yourself with others. And this is the time that dapat maabilidad ka. Maabilidad meaning you have to be able to fend for yourself because no one else will. Meditate. We always say that prayer, when you pray, you talk to God. When you meditate, God talks to you. And as Michelle mentioned, you are in control of your life. Take 100% responsibility for your life. For those who have heard me speak in PHRG in one of the learning sessions, we talked about this a lot. And I always talk about this. I was in another show yesterday and I spent about 1 hour just talking about taking 100% responsibility for your life. Ikaw ang control sa buhay mo. Ikaw ang gagawa ng destiny mo. Ikaw ang gagawa ng future mo. Kaya kung sinabi sa yung hindi mo kaya, ang sagot mo, oo, hindi ko kaya, hindi mo nga kakayanin. Pag sinabi sa yung hindi mo kaya, ang sagot mo kaya ko to. Ito lang, kaya ko to. Kakayanin mo. Because you're determined to show that you can do it. Do something good for others. Do something good to others and yourself. I just read a Viber message about how we can help others. Dati sinasabi natin, pag may pulube, huwag kang magbibigay. Ngayon, ang sinasabi, pag may nanlilimos at may magbibigay ka, bigyan mo. Your Grab driver or your Lala Move driver, dagdagan mo na ng tip kung meron kang pangbigay. Kung meron kang extra at may kumatok sa bahay mo, meron kang extra cup noodles, bigyan mo. Because people are really having a hard time. So do something good for yourself as well. Have a haircut. Pagupit na ako, maiksi ng buko. Ang anak ko bumili ng clippers at ginupitan niya ang anak niya at ang sarili niya. Do something good for yourself. And lastly, pray and pray harder. For those who watched Crash Landing on You, may sinabi si Captain Ree about praying harder so that he and the Korean lady will meet again because prayers really, really help. Now, how do we move to the new normal? To the new normal. How do we forward shift to the new normal? Obviously, the basics. Social distancing, actually it's physical distancing, proper hand washing, bring alcohol and sanitizer. This will be part of your wardrobe already. Dapat nasa bag nyo, nasa bulsa nyo. And wear a face mask. What else, no? You know, this morning I went outside, I went to 7-Eleven and may barangay tent kami. And I was talking to the barangay tanod and medyo pasaway yung barangay tanod namin. Sabi ko, Kuya, bakit ikaw hindi ka nag-face mask? Sabi niya, nandito po yung face mask ko. Di ba ang instructions, always wear a face mask when you're out. And if you are the barangay tanod, aren't you supposed to follow the rules? So we had a a discussion about that. Anyway, he wore a face mask. So these are some of the things that we know that we shouldn't do. We shouldn't gather too many people in one sitting. We should avoid touching our face. We should no handshake. It would be foot shake already. And there's so many things that we need to do. And many of the some of the things that I've observed, ladies, maraming ganto. When you go to the restroom before you jingle, marami yan ang nagmamadali, lumabas ka agad. Hindi na naguhugas ng kamay. Sabi ko, bakit kaya hindi sila naguhugas ng kamay? Alam ko may bidet o may tissue, but you're still supposed to wash your hands. So ngayon, everybody's washing their hands and everybody is doing the alcohol and sanitizer thing. Let's keep that as a practice. Let's keep that as a habit. One of the other things is create a daily structure. So even if you're working from home, I wake up at 4:30 in the morning. I wake up early in the morning even though I don't have to. I'm not going anywhere. Why? Because I do my morning routine. I meditate, I pray, I attend the 7:30 mass of Manila Cathedral, I journal. I don't exercise in the morning. I usually exercise in the afternoon, usually at 11 or 3 o'clock. Today is rest day. And for someone who's a senior citizen as me, I do indoor cycling. So that's not me, that's the instructor. I am that one there in the corner. And I'm very proud to be doing indoor cycling, though I can't keep pace with them. Mabilis sila masyado. But I do exercise. Learn technology. And many of you use StreamYard or Zoom or MS Teams or WebEx, or Facebook Messenger or Google Meetups. The technology is changing nowadays. And always be ready for technology. But don't spend so much time naman on technology, ha? Not so much time on games. So, what else? Continue to have goals. These are my goals for 2020. And as you can see, the only thing that was completed was having my 20 rides, my 50 rides with my daughter. Everything else have not been completed. Going to Washington, D.C., to assist Jack, that did not happen. Going to Japan, going to having my monthly staycation didn't happen. A lot of speaking engagements, earning 10 million this year didn't happen. And I was saying, I should keep this vision board already, and this won't work. Then I realized that maybe the time frame is not today. Maybe the time frame is next year. So I'm not going to put this down. Maybe the time frame will be end of the year. I will continue to have goals because goals are something that make me take action to move me to the next steps. Now you might ask me, Miss Penny, paano ba yan? Paano ako magkakaroon ng goals kung nawalan ako ng trabaho? And I just read that there are about 4.7 million Filipinos who's lost their jobs. What's in store for me now? Ang mga manok sa amin, hapon na, tumitilaok pa. So, pasensya na kayo. So, I wrote a book entitled Career Shift, Follow Your Passion. And this was launched in 2017. And Jack Canfield, was he's the author of Chicken Soup for the Soul. He's the author of Success Principles. And he wrote the foreword of my book, Career Shift. I've shifted careers all my life, many. Before I retired, I took up the trainer of Jack, and I prepared for retirement. I joined Toastmasters. I then studied coaching. I am now a professional coach. I am moving towards my ACC certification as a coach. I started doing career transition coaching. So I never stopped learning. Now, ang question nyo, balik tayo dito ha, ano na ang gagawin ko? Yung trabaho, dati kong trabaho, wala akong mahanap. Many people say, be ready to do a bridge job. What is a bridge job? It may not be the job that you have now, but learn something new. So I have a person right now who works with me. She got redundated. What was her job? Accounting. So what did she shift to? Social media. Nag-aral ng digital marketing. So what is she doing now? She's freelancing. Freelancing and doing digital work. So there are so many things that you can do. 5-1 Talk is teaching English to Chinese. And if you're good at English, you can teach Chinese English. And some people say, and they say that some people I watched on TV, some people earn 20,000 a month just teaching Chinese, how to speak English. So it may not be what you want now, but at this time, you can develop new skills. And who knows, these new skills that you develop may be the one that you like. Ilan sa inyo ang nagbe-bake ng ube cheese pandesal? Naging uso yon. Uso ngayon yon. Nagpadala lang ang anak ko, my daughter just sent to his brothers who are fathers, ube cheese pandesal. So people who didn't even bake before are starting to bake now. Who's this actress who does painting? Heart Evangelista, I think, has done a lot of paintings, and now she's selling her paintings. There's so many things like in the urban planning, urban gardening. You can do that using empty bottles of soft drinks, and you can plant and hang it at home. So many things that you can do. And as we know, there's a lot of things that a lot of people have done online selling. Kaya nga biglang humabol ang BIR sa mga nag-online selling. No? So, don't be worried about what the future will be. Just think of what you want and what you can do. I'll give you a very simple example. I have a 24 volume thick encyclopedia. No one uses encyclopedias anymore. Kasi nag-google mo na Wikipedia na nga, no? So my husband said, let's get rid of it. Even though it's collector's item, our grandchildren will not use it. It will just gather dust. We can donate it, but let's sell it. So I took a picture of it and I put it in Marketplace. And before you know it, it's sold. I have a lot of books here and it's also gathering dust. I don't have a big library. So some of those have been sold. So the clutter that I had, I turned it into money. So what clutter do you have at home that you can turn into money as well? Or what skill can you do you have that you can make it into a business? And lastly, have a positive mindset. Always be positive because positive mind would produce positive vibes and produce positive life. Always have a positive mindset. I will have to admit, when the pandemic hit and they were saying that senior citizens are the ones being hit and many things about that. Nagbili na ako sa mga anak ko, sa panganay ko. Ito ang bank account ko, ito ang PIN, ito ang insurance ko, ito ang due date niya, sino tatawagan, ang memorial plan ko, ito ang cremation ko, ito ang paglibing, ito. I've given all those. But I always have a positive mindset that this is for emergency, but I will not use it because I know that I will live a long life. I will not shorten my life because of this pandemic. And lastly, have an attitude of gratitude. So what I want you to do now is in the chat box, write this. I am grateful for blank because blank. So sa type nyo sa chat box that you are grateful for blank because blank. Simple lang. I'm grateful for my bottle of water because mamaya konti mauuhaw na ako, makakainom ako. I'm grateful for the food that we have today because it's Father's Day. My children bought food for their dad. I'm grateful that it's makulimlim, so hindi masyadong mainit. I'm grateful that I'm alive, so it's another day well lived. So I want you to write in the chat box what you are grateful for. So can you please write in the chat box? So I'll give you 1 minute to type in the chat box. Timean nyo ha. Okay, I hope everyone's typing. Okay. So Darwin and Michelle, what can you read in the chat box?
Yes, Ma'am Penny, we have few responses from our audience. So first, from Darwin, I am grateful for my job because I am grateful for my job because I am able to provide for my family. Okay. And yeah, I'm thankful for my job because not anyone has it at the moment. Then
Yes.
from nowhere, I am grateful for my job, for my mother because she's the only one that I have. So that's for from nowhere. And then for Marisa, I am grateful that I have a job because I am able to provide for my family. So we have three na, no? Tatlong nagsabi that they are very much grateful for their job, especially in the situation that we have right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And
Oo.
then, yes. And then from Alo, I am thankful we're all healthy and still have a job to support our needs. And then from a Facebook user, I am grateful that I have a job because it helps me support my family during these difficult times. Okay, from Pam, I am grateful for everything that comes my way, satisfied of what I have through striving a better each day. Okay,
Mm-hmm. Okay, meron pa?
but I'm grateful for my HR consultancy because it helps us sustain this crisis. So that's from Bill here.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
then answers, tuloy-tuloy lang yung sagot nila, Ma'am Penny.
Sige, sige. So I'm grateful that you're grateful because the more grateful you are, the more blessings come your way. So always have an attitude of gratitude. Always be grateful. Some people have a gratitude journal that they keep and they write their 10 things that they are grateful for every day. Like I'm grateful for my cats and my dogs because every time I feed my cats, I can see how happy they are. I'm grateful for my dog. I have a golden retriever because I can see how happy my daughter is every time she plays with her. So many simple things that you can. I'm grateful for the internet connectivity na hindi pumapalya ngayon. I'm grateful na may power since mainit, no? So many things to be grateful for. You don't take things for granted. So, be the reason someone smiles today. So, pag may nag-deliver ng Lala Move o ng Mr. Speedy or Grab, bigyan nyo ng konting tip kahit na alcohol ang bigay nyo, kahit na hand sanitizer, kahit na inumin ng tubig kasi napakainit sa labas. Be the reason someone smiles today. And even though we are in a pandemic, just remember what Viktor Frankl said in his book, Man's Search for Excellence. Viktor Frankl said, everything can be taken from a man, but one thing, the first of the human freedom, to choose one's attitude, the last of the human freedom, to choose one's attitude is in any given set of circumstances to choose one's own way. For those who don't know who Viktor Frankl is, he is a survivor of World War II. He was at the Holocaust. He was in the concentration camp, and his goal was to stay alive. He saw his family die, but he wanted to stay alive. And for us, it may be a war, but we cannot see the enemy. But remember, these too shall pass, and the best is yet to come. So, at this time, are there any questions before I do my shameless plug? Wala mo
Hi,
na?
Miss Penny. Hi, Miss Penny. There's
Yeah.
a lot of greetings here coming from our audience and listeners, saying hi to you. Sir Eric Manalo is said that he is grateful for the inspirational message that you're sharing the community right now, Miss Penny. Nani Lehman said that she's grateful for this day because she's learning a lot from what you're sharing.
Okay, thank you so much.
A Facebook user said that he or she is grateful because currently he or she is able to support their employees on these difficult times and inspire not only his family but also people from work.
I'm grateful that you're grateful and be the reason someone smiles today, sabi ni Michelle.
So, Miss Penny, I think let me start the question the question. So we've been on lockdown for more than 80 days, and there's a lot of anxiety. There's a lot of stress. There's a lot of negativity whenever we read the news, whenever we see posts in social media. What do you think should we focus on in terms of making sure that we still maintain a positive mindset, a healthy uh, mental uh, mental attitude towards what's happening right now?
Mhm. You know, I rarely listen to the news. I rarely listen to the news. Rarely. I don't open my TV to the news. I don't watch. I used to watch CNN, but when it became that racist, when that black guy died, ayoko na. Um, and I just want to find out whether it's MGCQ or ECQ or GCQ or whatever it is, and what does that mean? Um, for those who have negative mindset, the what you think about, you attract. So if you think of negative things, you attract negative things to you. Naku, baka mawalan ako man ng trabaho. Baka mawalan ako ng trabaho. Nagtatanggalan sa opisina, baka mawalan ako ng trabaho. Baka nga mawalan ka ng trabaho kasi yun ang iniisip mo eh. Pag iniisip mo, baka mawalan ako ng trabaho. Pero pag nawalan ako ng trabaho, ito ang gagawin ko. May action steps ka na. Ready ka na. Kaysa, baka mawalan ako ng trabaho. Pag nawalan ka ng trabaho, nga, natulala ka, hindi mo alam ang gagawin mo. I'll share with you, my daughter, she works for Philippine Airlines. There was a month, June month, when all of them had forced leave. For those who have leaves, they can use their leaves. For those who don't have leaves, no leaves. Work without pay. And I was saying, anak naman, wala ka nang ginawa kung hindi mag-exercise. Ano ba yan? Siguro kalahating araw ka na nagpipilates, nag 25 push-ups yung TikTok na 25 push-ups challenge, nag-spinning ka pa. Ano ba talaga? And then I realized her coping mechanism is exercise. That's the way she copes. And other people cope up by cooking, by reading, and it's okay. Whatever your coping mechanism, make it positive and avoid surrounding yourself with negative people. Madaling makahawa ang negative.
Agree on that. And if I remember it correctly, Miss Penny, on the book, The Secret, it says there that you are a magnet. So
Mhm.
whatever you think, whatever you desire, you attract. The universe gives it to you. That's the reason why we should always think positive. We should always think positive thoughts so that we can
Yes.
attract positivity in our lives.
Yesterday I was a guest. I will mention it. I was a guest of Mr. John Caleb. And John is the money magnet of the Philippines. He's very well known for money magnet. And his goal is to be a multimillionaire. Yun ang gusto niya. Not everyone wants to be a multimillionaire. My goal is not to be a multimillionaire. My goal is to have enough money to retire. But now they're saying you don't even know how much money you'll need to retire because of the pandemic. Just save. And that's what I want, to be able to save and have enough money until I die. So the mindset of thinking positive is what you attract. Your thoughts become reality. You have to feel the feeling as if you have it already now. And that's the power of visualization. And we can talk about that some other time.
I definitely agree on that, Miss Penny. I have the power of visualization has been helpful in my career and in my life. But Miss Penny, I remember it on your book, Career Shift, because there's a lot of people right now who have lost their jobs, right?
Mm-hmm.
And in your book, Career Shift, you actually teach them to shift from their current career to something on a new career path. Can you give us can you share to us at least the gist of the secret of successfully shifting your career? If you've lost your job, you're having difficulties in finding work, what would be the secret of finding a better, or let's say a new career in life?
Okay, let me go back to my previous book. Wait lang ha. So we talked about career shift. Oops. This book. Can you see this book?
That we're not seeing the screen, Miss Benny. If you
Oh,
can share it again, ma'am.
so you're not seeing the screen. Okay,
Yep.
that's the career shift book. Okay.
So the
Uh,
very first book of Miss Penny Bongato is actually Career Shift, which was launched, if I'm not mistaken, Miss Penny, it was launched more than a year ago, right?
it was launched in 2017.
Yeah, 2017. Oh my God. I remember you launching it also in one of the events of the Philippines HR group.
Yes. So you see the screen right now?
Yes, ma'am. Here. Yes, Career Shift.
Okay. Career shift. What's the gist of the career shift? Career shift, follow your passion is, you know, think of where you are right now and what your passion is. And like me, I shifted many times in my career from engineering to business analysis because it was not voluntary. I was forced to move. Did I like it? I liked most of them. I hated IT. I did not like to be IT manager. And I was fortunate to be able to move out right away. But now the question is what are you passionate about? And if you're passionate about, the side hustles, then do the side hustles even if you have a job. Because right now everyone is recommending have a job and have a side hustle because the job may not be permanent. I tell you, Companies right now are looking at their financials. You may have a job now. 3 months from now, they might start cutting costs, and you may be part of that cutting cost. So what will you do? Hindi ka naghanda. Dapat maghanda ka. So what do you do? Think about your passion. Think about what you want to do for the rest of your life, even if you don't get paid for it. For Darwin, he likes to be a motivational speaker. He's a life coach. He's an inspirational coach. We get paid for that. But the payment for that may not be big at the moment. But I can do that for free. This is for free. I love it. I love it because I know that when I give, something comes back to me tenfolds. So know what you want, know what your passion is, learn and study what you want. Because if you want baking, you cannot just bake all of a sudden. You still have to study how to do it. And we're very fortunate that there are YouTube now that you can follow and do something beautiful, even if you want to do painting. So start doing it. Taking action is very important. One of the other things also that we share in the book is don't hesitate to ask. Ask. Always ask for help. Always ask for help from your mentors, your friends, because if you don't ask for help, nothing will happen to you. Ask for help. What if they say no? First of all, if they say no, you didn't have help in the first place. If they say yes, they may tulong na umabot sa'yo. It's better to ask for help than not ask for help anymore. Paano pag nare-reject ka? Nakakahiya. Nakakahiya kanino? Yung bang taong nag-reject sa'yo, maaalalang rineject ka? Hindi. Sino nakakaalala? Ikaw lang. Sino ang lugi? Ikaw lang. So kalimutan mo yun. And we always say in the Canfield Success Principles, some will, some won't. SW, 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 SW. Some will, some won't. So what? Someone's waiting. So ask, ask, ask. So be ready for that shift. And as I mentioned to you, now is the time to even consider bridge jobs. I'll give you an example, not in the Philippines, but in the US. White collar jobs, they have jobs. And then Amazon opened jobs for so many people to work in the warehouse, to deliver packages, to assemble packages. Do you think these people will say, I'm a white collar job, why will I deliver packages? No, they took the job. And for us, di ba, when we started the call center, bakit ako mag-call center if 4-year graduate ako ng PUP or 4-year graduate ako ng Lasal tapos magko-call center ako ng Ateneo tapos magko-call center ako, nakakahiya. But see where they are now. So be ready for bridge jobs because these bridge jobs may be what you want. I'll give you a simple example of a bridge jobs. A bridge job. Lazada, Shopee. You may want to sell something. Or it could be AXA, Sun Life, Manulife, PruLife, become a financial advisor. Why? Because people now are looking for insurance. Because what if it, it's not a full-time job. You just have targets. You get people to buy insurance, and people are looking for insurance because of what's happening now. And insurance is not just insurance, it's investment. Mababa ang stock market ngayon, now is the time to invest. So look at it, and what will make you happy.
Agree on that. Miss Penny, actually, there's a message here from Guel Mirth. He or she said that's correct because the hotel industry, as we know, the hotel industry and the aviation industry has been greatly impacted. They're closed and she lost her job. Good thing is that she has a side hustle, which
Mm,
are able to sustain herself and her family.
okay. I like the side hustle. Let me go back. Let me uh, let me share this. My second book is Ask for a Bigger Blanket. What does this mean? Tayo mga Pilipino, we're so resilient to a fault na eto lang ang ayudang binigay sa atin, okay na. Wala na. Eto lang. Can we ask for more? Can we not ask the DSWD? Is there a way that we can ask? Is there a way that we can ask as our employer if there is something that the help that they can give? I'll give you an example. I signed up for a coaching work summit, and in that coaching summit, they said this is the price. And then I heard somebody say we are giving special pricing for special countries. So I emailed them and asked, is there a special pricing for the Philippines? Only to find out there is. So if I did not ask, I wouldn't get. So if they say no, I didn't. It's still the same price. But I asked. So don't forget to ask. So if you have an employer and you're getting redundated, you ask your employer, is there a way that I can get career coaching, or is there a way who can help me build my resume, enhance my resume? Malay mo your company can say, yes, we are partnering with this company so that they can help you find a job, or they can help you with your resume. There's nothing wrong when you ask. I'll always ask. On the side hustle, let me give a shameless plug. I have a side hustle with a purpose. That's a lamp, a dispenser, diffuser. I suddenly joined Young Living. Why did I join Young Living? One, because I love oils. I've been using oil since the 1990s, and at that time it was not yet diffuser. It was an oil burner, wherein you have the burner at saka tea light candle. Sisindihan mo yung kandila, lalagyan mo ng tubig yung ibabaw, at papatakan mo ng essential oils. Ganun pa noon. Hindi pa ganyan ang itsura. Ngayon, ganyan na. But the other thing, that the reason why I joined is because Jack pivoted as well. That's Jack Canfield. Jack Canfield is a member of Young Living, and I am a part of Jack's group. And Jack now is platinum. And Jack has calls every week for all of us. And being a Canfield certified trainer, I was saying, si Jack pinatulan niya ang MLM. Bakit hindi? Why? Because the oils have essential uses to take out limiting beliefs. The oils have essential uses to make you sleep healthy, sleep well. The oils have essential uses to take out pain. If you Google essential oils, you'll see a lot of that. And that's why I did it. So this is one reason why I did this side hustle. So it's very, very it's close to my heart. So even Jack, Jack has a website. He made his own website. He calls it Oils with Jack, and he even created his own website for the people who are under him. And for the people who are under him, we are all a member of the Dream Big Academy, because we all dream big. So you might say, nakakaya, MLM. I tell you, side hustle, Nag-Usana na ako. Ay, hindi ako nag-Usana. I'm a Usana user. Nag-Amway na ako. Isogenics na ako. Nag-Herbalife na ako. Nag-Organa Gold na ako. Not No Skin, Nucerity. Ang dami ko na sinalinan. Wala nangyari. But this one, I'm determined to to do as a side hustle. Why? Because I use oils. I will not sell. Definitely, I will not sell. But one of the things that I will do is use. So, side hustles are what you do, what things that you can do on the side that it may become big enough for you to make it your source of income. So, if you are, I started my motivational speaking 2 years before I retired. And when I retired, it became my source of income. Who knows, with this kind of side hustles, for some who are in MLM, this is their main business. So, just in case you have any questions, that's the end of my presentation. Just in case you have any questions, you may email me at penny@pennybongato.com. You will be given a free ebook. The ebook will be given to you by Darwin and Michelle. I'm giving that ebook for free. And please share that ebook with your friends. There's no need to sign up for anything. Usually, ganun eh, sign up in my website so I can capture your email address and so on. I forwent with that. No more. I'm doing this for free. So if you'd like a copy of the ebook, please just send Darwin and Michelle a request for that.
Miss Penny, there are questions here. They want to buy your other books, and
Yes.
how can they buy them?
Okay, thank you very much for that. In fact, I'm selling my ebooks on sale. My books are on sale now. At National Bookstore, it's $3.95. I'm selling it now for $2.50. Remember, we were selling it at $3.50 in PHRG. I'm selling it now for $2.50 each. So, as for a bigger blanket, Career Shift is at $2.50 each. This is COVID price. Uh, you can email me at penny@pennybongato.com. You can pay via BPI, BDO, or GCash. Oy, may GCash na ako, ha? Nagle-level up na ako. So you can pay via BPI, BDO, GCash, and obviously the delivery is on you. 250 each lang. So really cheap price.
And Miss Penny, Guel Mirth is also asking how she can also do essential oils as a side hustle and be part of your team.
Oh, thank you. For you to be part of my team, you have to sign up and be a member. Email me at penny@pennybongato.com, and we can do a Zoom call and I can explain it to you. One of the very great things is you will be part of Jack's group. Ayun, yun lang. Happy na ako eh, kasi we always have calls with him.
Okay.
So
And
if you're interested, penny@pennybongato.com for both essential oils and the book.
okay, for the books and essential oils, please contact Miss Penny Bongato at pennybongato@yahoo.com. Miss Penny,
Not
we
Yahoo,
have
not Yahoo.
sorry.
Penny
Penny
at pennybongato.com.
Okay, penny@pennybongato.com. Sorry for that. And
Yes.
we'll also plug that ads at PHRG as we give out the free ebook for Forward Shift. By the way, Miss Penny, Michelle has a lot of questions regarding the discussions a while ago, and I would
Sige.
like to give Michelle the floor. Mitch?
Actually, Ma'am Penny, I have a lot of takeaways from your session today. Very inspiring. So, parang sinasabi nga natin that this pandemic really disrupted our plans for 2020, and really forward shift is the key for us to survive. Now, my question is there a timeline for us to make that forward shift?
Is there a
Gano'n
time
yeah, yes po, yes po.
is there a
Or
timeline?
opo,
Sige, go
parang
ahead.
gaano po kabilis dapat? Like, kailangan ba, okay, we are experiencing this, and then kailangan ba kinabukasan dapat forward shift agad tayo, or meron bang parang adjustment period na kailangan nating ma-experience talaga, and hindi natin siya ma-experience? So, yun po.
Okay,
I
thank
think Miss Penny, she is referring to the transition on how each and everyone can adopt on this new normal.
you remember that curve, yung curve na pag ganon? Shock, lalo na pag nawalan ka ng trabaho, 'di ba? Shock, anger, despair, until you're okay, then you accept it and then you move on. And sometimes you go back to shock. So it's not linear eh. Like I thought I was okay, but 3 days ago I was pretty sh- pretty yun. Pretty pretty in a bad mood. Really in a bad mood. And the following day I was okay. And then last night I was bad na naman. So it's up and down eh. But one thing that it's good, that what is good is recognize when you're not okay. So when I wasn't okay, I called a friend. Sabi ko, Joy, hindi ako okay. Tulungan mo naman ako. I need to talk to you. And then what we did was we laughed and laughed and laughed, and I became okay. What made me okay now is talking here.
Thank
But
you, Miss Penny.
but after that, I'll be ngarag na naman because I have to make my online curriculum. Mahirap eh.
Oo.
So but there's no timeline. It's really up to you. Just remember, you are in control of your life. If you backslide, it's really up to you. Just move forward and don't get stuck. If you get stuck, if you think you're stuck, call a coach. Have a coach. We always advise have a coach or have an accountability partner.
Thank you so much, Ma'am Penny. Actually, you already answered my next question sana, no? So parang my next question, para kumbaga sabihin ko na lang rin, if you're not that creative to create a new plan, so yun nga, nabanggit nyo na to ask for someone to help you. So thank you
Yes.
so much. Yes.
You know, I have an ongoing online vision board workshop. It just started last night. So maybe in the future I'll have my batch 5, and it started with Coach Darwin with a group of NECA and Bonnie, di ba? So I also have my online vision board workshop, and I have a participant from Saudi Arabia who is a Canfield certified trainer, a Gallup trainer, a Strengths Finder trainer, a John Maxwell trainer. Sa loob-loob ko, ano kaya ituturo ko dito? O gusto lang niya makita how to do an online workshop. And I'm not madamot. If you want my slides, I'll give it to you. Because the more you give, the more you receive. The more you
Agree.
give, the more is given to you.
Agree on that. Agree. Michelle, any more questions from your end?
No more questions, sir. Dapat sobrang daming takeaways talaga. Lahat ng tumatakbo sa isip ko na question, nasasagot agad ni Ma'am Penny dun sa mga discussions niya. And very, very much helpful. I like it when Ma'am Penny said that whatever your coping mechanism is, make it positive. So, parang yun yung pinaka-major takeaway ko for in today's session, na yung pagiging positive mo kasi hindi na yun mawawala, especially kapag na mindset mo na yung pagiging positive, whatever challenges, lagi nagiging autopilot siya na
Mhm.
okay, siya na agad to become a very positive person and think it on in a different perspective. So I
Ngayon,
think
ako
yes.
naman ang magtatanong sa inyo.
Sige, Miss Penny.
Sige po.
Ano ang coping mechanism nyo? What makes you positive?
Sige, Michelle, would you like to answer that first?
Sabi ko
Ladies
na nga,
first.
Darwin eh.
For me, Ma'am Penny, nanonood din ako ng K-drama eh. Pero right now, no, parang nag-enjoy ako ito sa doing the live webinars. I just started last week, and then sobrang kaba, just to share na lang rin to our audience, na I'm really not comfortable facing a camera, especially hindi talaga ako okay na wala akong nakakausap. But then I took that challenge. So I had a free webinar with Bonnie. And sabi ko, tignan ko kung kakayanin ko. And yeah, so far naman, na-survive ko naman siya. And that, my learning from that event is that, hindi ko ma-realize kung hindi ko siya trinay, na kaya ko pala. So
Kaya
that's
mo.
my mechanism, yeah.
From my end, Miss Penny, I think it's very obvious. My coping mechanism is really reaching out to our fellow HR practitioners, HR people here in the community, because it makes me happy whenever I see people that are helping each other, sharing knowledge, sharing their own experiences, and how we touch lives one way or another. So that's something that makes me happy, even though we have challenging times. We are facing a lot of issues and problems in our lives. I think that's one. Another thing would be reading books, listening to music, and yeah, watching self-help videos in YouTube.
Self-help, hindi Netflix, ah.
And Netflix also paggabi.
Ako nga, pinapanood ko horror, barilan. Yan ang hilig ko eh. So,
I mean,
so,
Benny, I have a question. Sorry for that.
sige, go
Kasi
ahead.
kanina, pinag-uusapan natin na kailangan maging positive ka lagi. Pero there are a lot of struggles for each person to be positive because, again, of the surroundings that they are in and the people that they meet every day. And I'll give you an example. I mean, even if you're very positive, so sometimes you meet people who are very negative, either negative in the office or someone who's at home who's very negative. And sometimes hindi sila aware na negative sila, or sometimes hindi nila aware that they emit this negativity that actually uh, creates concern in the team, in the company. How would you help people who are listening right now, who are watching right now, to uh, change how they perceive those negativity, either people, situations, or challenges that they are facing?
Gusto ko yan tanong mo kasi nangyari sa akin kanina umaga yan. Some people don't know they're negative. So if you really care, you give them advice. And huwag mo sasabihin, napaka-nega mo naman, hindi ganon. Hindi ganon. Like, I'll give you an example. I woke up at 4:30, 5 o'clock, and I went down, and may poop na yung pusa. I had to brew the coffee. I had to do that already. Ayusin yung mga plato. And then my husband came down, and I said, inayos ko na yung lahat para pag baba mo, ayos na. Ang sabi niya, may kulang pa, hindi mo ginawa to. Sabi ko, ang sagot ko, appreciate mo muna yung ginawa ko. And he said, thank you. He said, thank you. So it was not a direct way of saying, napaka-nega mo naman, tingnan mo naman yung ginawa ko muna. I didn't say it that way. I said, please appreciate what I've done because I woke up early to be able to do this. Now, if you really have, and this was asked of me yesterday, Jack teaches a technique wherein you can protect yourself from negative vibes. So imagine yourself in the middle of the fountain. You're standing in the middle of Okada Fountain, o Bellagio Fountain, o Luneta Fountain na, nandun ka, hindi ka nababasa. You're surrounded by water. And water kasi is a sign that protects you. Or kung hindi water, white light.
Wait.
And it protects you. And whenever people throws you negative things, just imagine yourself surrounded by water. Now, ang hirap noon kasi ang una namin tinuturo, pumikit ka muna. Tapos isipin mo yon. But eventually, you have to open your eyes and think of that and eliminate the water. And you are protected already. It just takes practice, but it really works. It's either water, fountain, or surround yourself with white light.
Like, okay.
And of course, meditation.
Agree. Meditations and prayers, of course. Miss Penny, we only have a few minutes left, so I would just like to ask you if you have anything to promote, to discuss, or your last words for our audiences that are listening right now, are viewing us right now, and for those who will be viewing us or listening, or who will be listening to us via YouTube later as we upload this uh, uh, video on YouTube, so that many more people can also learn from the discussions that we're having.
Okay, one is, this too shall pass. There's an ending to this. When, we don't know, but this too shall pass. The pandemics that we've had in the future, the wars, the recession, it ended. This too shall pass. You just have to be positive about it and learn from this experience. Second, pray, meditate, and learn as much as you can, because if you are out of a job, the recruiter in your next job will ask you, what did you do during the time that you didn't have a job? Anong sagot mo? Nag-Netflix ka lang? Wala. I bummed around? You have to be productive. And malay mo, kaka-bake ng ube cheese pandesal, magkaroon ka ng negosyo. So make yourself productive. And lastly, of course, I will promote my books are on sale at 250 each, career shift, ask for a bigger blanket. You can email me at penny@pennybongato.com. You can also ask about essential oils, young living, and be a part of Jack's group. Just to let you know, I was able to encourage 9 people to join in a span of 1 month. And I also encourage you not to sell, but to use. Kasi if you're selling, walang mangyayari eh. Kasi matatambakan ka lang ng produkto. And I always say, when you buy already, keep them as Christmas gifts. Now's the time to start preparing for buying for Christmas. Para nakaspread out ang gastos mo. And what best way to give gifts to your special loved ones than give them essential oils? Because like me, how I sleep well at night is I use essential oils. I drop lavender oil in my pillow, on the ends of my pillow. Kahit saan ako gumana, naaamoy ko, mamayang konti, tulog na ako. I sleep so soundly because of that. And it works miracles. So penny@pennybongato.com. You can always also like me in Facebook and be friends with me in LinkedIn. Ana Maria Penny Bongato. So thank you very much for guesting me. I will look for I did not live in my account. I will find you later, maybe in YouTube. And it's my honor and my pleasure to be here today with you. Maraming
Thank you very
salamat sa
Thank you very much, Ms. Penny. Maraming salamat po sa patuloy niyong pagsuporta sa Philippines HR Group, and we're really very are honored and happy that you've said yes to guest today at the episode 5 of the HR Cafe, Usapang Buhay, Trabaho at Iba Pa. And Michelle, thank you very much for joining me as a co-host. Again, this is also one way of practice for both of us as we move forward to our new programs. I mean, to our succeeding programs, new programs for the HR Cafe. So again, maraming salamat po sa lahat na nakikinig. We had more than 50 people a while ago who are listening, and I'm sure a lot of people will also be watching again via YouTube. So thank you very much. Happy Father's Day and a blessed Sunday to everyone. Bye.
Maraming salamat.
Thank you so
Michelle,
much.
Michelle, good job. Good job.
Thank you for making us smile, Ma'am Penny.
Good job. We can do this many times. So proud of you. Good job. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Bye.